The various farmers' union, including the SKM, have called for that Gramin Bharat Bandh, a nationwide strike, which started at about 6 o'clock this morning. It's going to continue till about 4 o'clock in the evening. The SKM requested all like-minded farmers' organization to come together and to be part of the Bharat Bandh. This is a day-long protest, like we mentioned, will continue till the evening. The protesting farmers will continue their march to Delhi, but hold another round of talks, and that's going to take place at 6 p.m. on Sunday. The decision came as the third round of talks remained inconclusive. The stalemate continues, and this is with the farmers there now saying that they will stand by, they will stand down up until that meeting that's going to be taking place on Sunday. The meeting that took place in Chandigarh was held amid the standoff on the Punjab-Haryana borders as thousands of farmers marching to Delhi were met with tear gas and water cannons by the police on Friday. The protesters' demand mainly include a law guaranteeing that MSP for crops and a farm law waiver amongst others. Now, two union ministers, as Arjun Munda, the agriculture minister, as well as Piyush Goyal, along with the Punjab chief minister Bharat, they were the ones attending that meeting that took place on Thursday. Following the meeting, Arjun Munda, as well as he went on to say that the issues will be discussed further. They will be discussed on the weekend, during which the two sides will try to find a solution. Now, restriction has been imposed. We do know that Section 144 has been imposed in Delhi, and that's going to continue for a month. But now even Noida has imposed Section 144, and this is in view of the Bharat Bandh.
पॉजिटिव चर्चा हुई है। किसान संगठनों ने जिन विषयों पर ध्यान आकृष्ट कराया है, संज्ञान में लेते हुए विस्तार पूर्वक चर्चा को हमने करते हुए अगली तिथि रविवार को शाम 6 बजे के लिए फिर से आगे की चर्चा को जारी रखेंगे। हमारा मानना है कि हम सब मिलकर के शांतिपूर्ण ढंग से समाधान ढूंढेंगे।
बहुत पॉजिटिव गल हुई है। जो पंजाब सरकार नाल संबंधित विषय ने, जिवें कि सेंटर सरकार ने साडे 3 ਜ਼ਿਲ੍ਹਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ संगरूर ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ खनौरी आउंदा बॉर्डर आउंदा, पटियाला जी शंभू भी आउंदा, एक अपना फतेहगढ़ साहब, सेंटर सरकार ने चिट्ठी कढ़ के, क्योंकि उन्होंने अधीन आ जाता है, उन्होंने साडा इंटरनेट बंद कराता, बच्चों के पेपर ने, मैं गल अज मुद्दे उठाया, मैं बच्चों के पेपर शुरू हो गए, अज तो ऑनलाइन पढ़ाइयां ने, अजकल बच्चों का की कसूर है।
We have my colleagues Ravi Ranjan joining us from Gazipur. We also have my colleague Ghazali joining us from the Shambhu border. First, Ravi Ranjan, over to you. Take us through, what really transpired yesterday as far as the meeting is concerned. The talks remain inconclusive. They're now asking for another meeting on Sunday. Up until then, the farmers are saying that they will be standing by, standing down. They're going to be very peaceful as far as the protest march is concerned. But, from what we are hearing on the ground, that the youth there is really not listening to what is being said, the kind of announcements that are being made, the kind of decisions that are being taken. Can we really expect things to remain peaceful up until 6 p.m. on Sunday?
जी देखिए, बिल्कुल उम्मीद तो है, संडे को जो है बैठक भी है, लेकिन जो संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा है उनका ये कहना है कि इस बार जो न्यूनतम समर्थन मूल्य है यानी एमएसपी है, उस पर कोई समझौता नहीं होगा। अब कहीं ना कहीं सरकार के सामने मुश्किल है कि आखिर एमएसपी पर कैसे एक सहमति बनाती है, क्योंकि पिछली बार आपको याद होगा कि 3 साल पहले जब किसान आंदोलन शुरू हुआ था तो उसमें भी सरकार ने ये वायदे किए थे कि एमएसपी को कानूनी जामा पहनाया जाएगा, लेकिन उसके बाद में जो कमेटी बनी उसमें संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा के जो किसान हैं वो शामिल नहीं हुए, और इसके बाद में इस विषय पर पिछले 3 साल से कोई बहुत ज़्यादा आगे सरकार नहीं बढ़ी। यही वजह है कि फिर से एक जो किसान आंदोलन है, जो मूवमेंट है, उसको खड़ा करने की कोशिश है। शंभू बॉर्डर पर आपने देखा कि हज़ारों की तादाद में जो किसान हैं वो वहाँ पर इकट्ठा हैं, पुलिस के साथ में लगातार उनकी झड़प भी चल रही है, और आज जो संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा है, जो कि 35 से ज़्यादा जो किसान जत्थेबंदियां हैं, किसान संगठन है, उनका एक ग्रुप है, उन्होंने आज भारत बंद की कॉल की है। और आप देख सकते हैं कि मैं इस वक्त गाजीपुर बॉर्डर पर मौजूद हूं। 12 बजे से लेकर 4 बजे तक किसानों का ये जो है ऐलान है, घोषणा है कि वो सारे जो टोल प्लाजा हैं उनको फ्री करवाएंगे और अलग अलग जगहों पर धरने प्रदर्शन होंगे। जो ग्रामीण इलाकों के बाजार हैं, जो कस्बे हैं, वो बंद रहेंगे। तो इस तरीके के जो किसान हैं उन्होंने आज प्रोटेस्ट का एक ऐलान किया है। देखना होगा कि आखिर पूरे देश भर में किसानों के इस घोषणा का क्या असर पड़ता है। लेकिन निश्चित तौर पर सरकार के सामने एक बड़ी चुनौती है कि किस तरीके से किसान संगठनों को एमएसपी के ऊपर में राजी करना, एक सहमति बनाना।
Right. Thank you so much, Ravish, for highlighting the issues that the farmers are raising with the authorities, with the government during the meetings that have been taken place. To remember, 3 rounds of meetings have already happened. The 4th is expected on Sunday. Let's get Ghazali in. Ghazali, yesterday during that meeting, Bhagat Mant was also part of that meeting, but nothing conclusive came out as far as that meeting is concerned. Can we really expect some sort of a breakthrough, as far as round 4 is concerned, which is expected on Sunday?
See, as Ravish was rightly pointing out, that even yesterday these marathon meeting went on for hours, and the only point of contention was legalization of MSP. Now, that broad demand has been to create a law, to design a law which will ensure that every crop which is produced in India is purchased on MSP. But the broad contours of that demand has not yet been formalized, like whether the farmers want MSP for every crop grown in India, or the major crops which is produced by the farmers here, like the wheat, paddy and other vegetables or not, or fruits are also included in it or not. So that has been the matter of discussion as well as contention between the government and the farmers. Beyond that, or besides those demands, there are demands for pension for farmers, loan waiver for farmers, withdrawal of the electricity amendment bill, and perhaps on all these issues what the government can maximum offer to the farmers is assurances. Because for legalization of MSP you need to draft a law, then you have to pass it through various stages, through the discussions and agreement of different stakeholders. But as of now, we saw what happened in the first round of talk. It went for hours. Then the second round of talk, it went for hours. Even during the third round of talks yesterday, the farmers and the politicians or the union ministers who came kept reiterating the point that the entire meeting happened in a very cordial atmosphere. But even then, the union government or the ministers who represented them here at the meeting could not convince farmers to either lift their protest or lift the siege which they had occupied all the borders here. Neither they could convince them to not go towards Delhi. Even the farmers have told that, okay, we will not proceed with our protest or the Delhi Chalo program as of now till the next round of talks is held on Sunday. But it doesn't look so that perhaps the government will give any assurances or will it's very uncertain that how government will try to come up and say that, okay, we are going to legalize MSP. It also needs to be seen that this entire protest was started by 2 or 3 union leaders, though they had support of more than 100 and 150 farm unions and labor unions from across the country. But now, since this protest is getting delayed or it's stretching over the week now for the last 3-4 days, other unions who stayed away from this protest are also now participating. BKU Chadhuni group, Gurnam Chadhuni, one of the prominent leaders from Haryana, who stayed away from the protest, now he has come up to, he has convened his meeting yesterday saying that they will take out tractor march inside Haryana. They'll also free the toll plazas across the state in Haryana from today. Then you have this Bharat Bandh, which has been called by SKM, the union which led the 2020 farmers protest. This is 2024 farmer protest, which is being convened or led by 2 other groups. So until and unless the government doesn't come with a concrete plan, all these unions who had stayed away from this protest may come up due to public pressure, the pressure from their cadres across the state, and perhaps this protest will again grow if immediately the government doesn't come up with some solid assurances or fails to convince the farmers to not go for Delhi or with their tractor march.